concept is auxiliary circles, eccentric angle, parametric equations. So auxiliary circles means the circle described on major axis of an ellipse as diameter is called the auxiliary circle. For example, first we take the equation of the ellipse as x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1, where a greater than b case. In this case, the diagram is like that. This now the circle described on major axis of an ellipse as diameter is called the auxiliary circle. That is, we draw one circle by taking the major axis of an ellipse as the diameter. So we are drawing one circle here. This is the circle. We draw this circle by taking the major axis of the ellipse as the diameter. So this is the major axis of, so this is the center of the ellipse. Now this is called the auxiliary circle of the, and equation of this circle is, clearly we know that the length of the major axis is equals to 2a, then a half of the value is equals to a here. Now we are taking the circle with this value as diameter, therefore half of the value is equals to radius. Therefore equation of circle is here x square plus y square is equals to a square. This is the auxiliary circle of the ellipse when a greater than b case. If we take that a less than b case, then the auxiliary circle is like that. Now this is the diagram of the ellipse in a less than b case. Now here also we are drawing one circle by taking the major axis as the diameter, then we get the circle like that. This is the circle. In this case, these 2 points are b comma b dash. This is center C. These are a comma a dash. Here 2b, here this is the major axis. So length of the major axis is equals to 2b. Then half of the value is equals to b. That is, here we take one circle by take CB as radius. That is, equation of auxiliary circle is here x square plus y square is equals to b square. That is, if a greater than b, then the auxiliary circle is x square plus y square is equals to a square. If a less than b, then the auxiliary circle is x square plus y square is equals to b square. Now coming to the second definition, eccentric angle. Eccentric angle means, suppose in this case, first we take one point P on the ellipse. This is the point P on the ellipse, x comma y. The coordinates of this point is equals to x comma y. Now first we draw one perpendicular from P to the major axis. So PN is the perpendicular drawn from P to the major axis, and we are extending this line such that the line meets the auxiliary circle at the point Q. Now we are joining the line CQ. Now the angle ACQ is called the eccentric angle. Here theta is called the eccentric angles. Parametric equations. Parametric equations means, clearly here from the diagram, from the triangle CNQ. Now first here we consider the triangle CNQ. From this triangle we take the value of cos theta. What is cos theta value? Cos theta is equals to Cn by Cq, adjacent by hypotenuse. What is Cn value? Cn is nothing but x, here x by. What is Cq value? Cq is nothing but the radius of the circle, which is a. Therefore cos theta is equals to x by a, then the value of x is equals to a cos theta. Now we are substituting this x is equals to a cos theta value in the ellipse equation to get the y value. So x square, here we have that x is equals to a cos theta. X square means it returns the value a square cos square theta by a square, plus y square by b square is equals to 1. That is, y square by b square is equals to 1 minus cos square theta. That is, y square by b square is equals to 1 minus cos square theta sin square theta. Then y is equals to b sin theta. Y square is equals to b square sin square theta, then y is equals to b sin theta. Therefore, x is equals to a cos theta and y is equals to b sin theta. These two equations are called as the parametric equations of the ellipse. X is equals to a cos theta, y is equals to b sin theta. And any point on the ellipse is taken as which is in the form of a cos theta comma b sin theta. Since these are the parametric equations and this point satisfies the ellipse equation, so this is taken as the point on the ellipse. Auxiliary circle. The circle described on major axis of an ellipse as diameter is called the auxiliary circle. That is, we are drawing the circle by taking the major axis of this ellipse as the diameter. And the auxiliary circle of x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1 when a greater than b is x square plus y square is equals to a square. In case of a less than b, the auxiliary circle equation is x square plus y square is equals to b square. And the parametric equations of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1 or x is equals to a cos theta, y is equal to b sin theta. And any point on the ellipse is of the form, any point on the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1 is of the form a cos theta comma b sin theta, where theta is called as the eccentric angle. And the point P is equals to a cos theta comma b sin theta is denoted by P of theta. Next problem, if theta 1 comma theta 2 are the eccentric angles of the extremities of a focal chord other than the vertices of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1, a greater than b, and E is its eccentricity, then show that first result, e cos theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2 is equal to cos theta 1 minus theta 2 by 2, and the second result, e plus 1 by e minus 1 is equals to cot theta 1 by 2 into cot theta 2 by 2. So from the first result we can deduce the second result. So here e cos theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2 is equal to this value, then the value of E is equals to cos theta 1 minus theta 2 by cos theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2. Now applying the component and dividend to the first result, then we can get the second result. So first we want to find the first result. So what is the given data? This is the focal chord. Theta 1, theta 2 are the eccentric angles of the extremities of a focal chord. So we are taking the extremities of the focal chord at P comma Q, which are P of theta 1 comma Q of theta 2. That is P is equals to P of theta 1. Any point on the ellipse is taken as a cos theta comma b sin theta. So the point P of theta 1 is taken as this is equals to a cos theta 1 comma b sin theta 1. And the point Q is taken as Q of theta 2 is equals to a cos theta 2 comma b sin theta 2. These are the points P comma Q. And already we know that the focus S is equals to a comma 0. Since PQ is a focal chord, the points P, S, Q are collinear. Now what is the condition for collinear point? Slope of SP is equals to slope of SQ. By applying that condition, we can get the first results. Since PQ is a focal chord, the points S, P, Q are collinear. Now condition for collinear points, that is therefore slope of SP is equals to slope of SQ. Now what is slope of SP? S is equals to a comma 0 and P is equal to this point. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, that is b sin theta 1 minus 0 by a cos theta 1 minus AE is equals to slope of SQ. That value is equals to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. b sin theta 2 minus 0 by a cos theta 2 minus AE. B sin theta 1 by taking a common in the denominator, that is a into cos theta 1 minus e is equals to this is b sin theta 2 by again taking a common here, a into cos theta 2 minus e. Taking the cross product, we get sin theta 1 into cos theta 2 minus e is equals to sin theta 2 into cos theta 1 minus e. This implies sin theta 1 into cos theta 2 minus e sin theta 1 is equals to sin theta 2 into cos theta 1 minus e sin theta 2. That is sin theta 1 minus cos theta 2 minus sin theta 2 into cos theta 1 is equals to e sin theta 1 minus e sin theta 2. Which implies now this is in the form of sin a cos b minus cos a sin b, that is sin of a minus b, that is sin of theta 1 minus theta 2 is equal to taking e common here, a into sin theta 1 minus sin theta 2. This is sin theta form. Sin theta formula 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2, that is 2 sin theta 1 minus theta 2 by 2 into cos theta 1 minus theta 2 by 2. 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 equals to a into, now this is sin c minus sin d formula. Sin c minus sin d is equals to 2 cos c plus d by 2, that is 2 cos theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2 into sin theta 1 minus theta 2 by 2. Sin c minus sin d, 2 cos c plus d by 2 sin c minus d by 2, that is 2 cos theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2 sin theta 1 minus theta 2 by 2. Now here sin theta 1 minus theta 2 by 2 and number 2 are cancelled. Now the remaining values are cos theta 1 minus theta 2 by 2 is equals to a cos theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2, which is the first result. Therefore, a cos theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2 is equals to cos of theta 1 minus theta 2 by 2. To prove the second result, first we take the first result answer. Now this is e cos theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2 is equal to cos theta 1 minus theta 2 by 2, which means the value of e is equal to cos theta 1 minus theta 2 by 2 by cos theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2, and this is nothing but e by 1. Now we are applying component and dividend to this fraction. That is numerator plus denominator by numerator minus denominator, which implies e plus 1 by e minus 1. Numerator plus denominator by numerator minus denominator. Here also numerator plus denominator. Cos theta 1 minus theta 2 by 2 plus cos theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2 whole by. This is numerator minus denominator. Cos theta 1 minus theta 2 by 2 minus cos theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2, which implies a plus 1 by a minus 1 is equals to, now this is in the form of cos of a minus b plus cos of a plus b. Cos of a plus b plus cos of a minus b is equal to 2 cos a cos b. That is 2 cos theta 1 by 2 theta 2 by 2. 2 cos a cos b. But this is cos of a minus b minus cos of a plus b. The formula is 2 sin a sin b. That is 2 sin theta 1 by 2 into sin theta 2 by 2. Now here 2 and 2 gets cancelled. Therefore the answer is a plus 1 by a minus 1 is equals to cos theta 1 by 2 by sin theta 1 by 2 cot theta 1 by 2 into cos theta 2 by 2 by sin theta 2 by 2, that is cot theta 2 by 2. That's all. This is the second answer.